Good afternoon and good morning to everyone in so many different places of the world. Welcome to today's information session, especially for the postgraduate programs, basically English taught postgraduate programs. Later on, we'll also have six colleges to join us. The College of Intelligent Robotics and Advanced Manufacturing, College of Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence, College of Future Information Technology, College of Smart Material and Future Engineering, and last, the Department of Environmental Science and Engineering. But before that, I'm going to share my screen and give you the brief introduction of our postgraduate programs. Well, first about the university. For Fudan, was established on 1905. And last year was our 120 years anniversary, and this year be our 121 years anniversary. In Chinese, we say 121 ERE. And by this years of development, we have 5 major disciplines, 39 schools and departments, 17 affiliated hospitals. And these hospitals are really uh excellent in China, and 5 to 6 of them are the top hospital in China. And if you are looking for the medicine or medical related major, you have to practice and study in these hospitals. And we have more than 15,000 undergraduate students and more than 36,000 postgraduate students. Actually, Fudan University is one of the earliest university of adopting the international students, starting from 1952. And now we already have more than 50,000 international alumni already. And so far, we have more than 3,000 international students on campus, and they're from more than 100 countries. Well, as a global leader in academic excellence, we have 21 disciplines ranking in top 1% in the world, and 10 of them rank 1 of 1,000 in the world. So if you are looking for any of these majors, I think we're definitely the good choice for you. Well, consider whether you are going to apply which university, you definitely will care about the rankings. We have ranked the 30th on the QS 2026 ranking, and number 3 in China, number 1 in Shanghai. And on 2026, the Times Higher Education ranking, we have ranked the 36th in the world, and also number 3 in China, number 1 in Shanghai. On QS Asia University ranking, we have ranked number 5th in Asia and number 2 in China mainland. So it's not only about the performance of a university, but also the graduates. We have ranked the 33rd on QS Graduates Employability Ranking 2025. So that proves our graduates are not only welcomed in China, but also recognized globally. Well, we do pay a lot of attention on global engagement. So far, we have already signed the contract with more than 400 universities and institutions with more than 50 countries and regions. Well, we also have set 4 overseas research center. As you can see, the top university like Harvard, MIT, or Yale University, University of Cambridge, and these are all the partnership with us for several years. And for the international students, you also have the chance of getting exchange program or study abroad opportunities. Well, for the global engagement, we're not only the major initiative of Forum, we're also the founding member of the famous organizations that may not be really relevant to the students. If you have studied in China, you definitely have a lot of chance meeting with the global leaders or the really famous people. Last year, 2025 October, well, the presidents of Iceland had just visited us, and if you have studied in China or in studying in Fudan, you definitely have lots of chances getting engaged with the presidents, prime minister, or any of the famous people. Well, we have 4 beautiful campuses, and they are really large. For the first 2 pictures show the Handan campus, and is also known as our main campus. And if the major, based on the major you choose, you may have to take the classes into different campuses. For example, Jiangwan campus, it is not far from here, and it's European style, architecture, a style. So later on, like a majority of the program, introduced today, they made they are in Jiangwan campus. Basically, this for the science and engineering majors or programs. Fenling campus, it is located on Xujiahui area, which is the center of Shanghai, and it's all surrounded by the hospitals, like the affiliated hospitals. We have combined the Shanghai Medical College by 2000, and this campus is for the medicine students. Zhangjiang campus is new constructed, and it is located in Pudong new district. And this is actually for the AI and IC development or innovation research. It's actually the research platform that we have collaborated with the Shanghai local government. Well, even though the campuses are getting really far from each other, don't worry, we have the free shuttle bus for all the students and staff to transfer between campuses. Well, for the postgraduate programs, we have more than 100 master programs. Majority of them are the Chinese taught program and 38 English taught master programs. And we also have more than 90 PhD programs, including 15 English taught PhD programs. So this is actually the slides show the humanity and social sciences English taught master programs. So basically, they are a 2 to 3 year program. And this slides show the English taught the PhD program in humanity and social sciences, and they are 4 year study duration. And this slides show the English taught master major in science and engineering, and the study duration is still the same 2 to 3 years. And the last two slides, this one and the one after, show the English taught science and engineering PhD program, and they are 4 year programs. In the master level or in the a postgraduate study, you also have we also offer a double degree master program, and some of them are a liberal arts majors. Basically, a majority of them are the liberal art related majors. And for the tuition and fees for the Chinese taught postgraduate programs are relatively cheaper. They are from 26,000 RMB per year to 48,000 RMB per year. And for the PhD programs, they are from 30,000 RMB per year to 54,000 RMB per year. And the tuition here is for academic postgraduate degree programs. If you are looking for the professional postgraduate degree programs, you should consult the schools or departments. And for English taught programs are relatively like the tuition fee is higher from 50,000 RMB per year to more than 200,000 RMB per year. It depends on the programs. Don't worry, we offer the scholarship. Actually, the phase 1 application covers more scholarship opportunities, but in the phase 2 application, we're also having any other types of scholarship supported. For example, the Chinese government scholarship type A, if you are interested in applying for this scholarship, you should consult the Chinese embassy in your country. And for the type B, the application only opens on phase 1. Well, for Fudan University International Student Scholarship, this is actually the university level scholarship. You don't have to apply, it will automatically award to the best students or best candidate. And for this scholarship, it covers the tuition fee, the dorm fee, the living expenses, and the insurance. So it's fully covered scholarship. Later on, my colleague will share the poster in the chat box for more detailed information. And if you're looking for the Confucius Institution Scholarship, like the International Chinese Language Scholarship or the Chinese Study programs, PhD fellowship, you should consult the Confucius Institution directly. And more importantly, application. So, as I mentioned before, the application phase one has already ended, and you may apply phase two, and it started already. And the application deadline is March 31st, which is the last day of this month. And if you see the application link down below, it is really convenient that you copy the link and paste it, starting uploading your information now. Because please don't wait till the last second. It will like always really a pity to kind of missing the deadline. And so the basic language requirement, for the Chinese TOEIC program, we have a certain requirement on HSK. For English TOEIC program, we have a certain requirement on English proficiency test. If you are a non-English speaker, which is your native language is not English, and you are not taking English taught a bachelor or a master already, you have to provide the English proficiency test. Well, for the application materials, here are something, just a brief introduce a little bit. And if you want to know more information, you should go ahead to check our application website. So the first is a valid passport, and it should be expired after 2027, March 1st. And also your diploma of highest degree, or if you are a current student, you should provide the kind of document or proof with your expecting graduation time. Your transcript, this is really important, and the language proficiency test, two recommendation letter or the reference letter, and the referee have to be professor or the assistant professor or above. And the proof of non-criminal record, statement of financial capacity, or the financial support. To those of you who are going to apply for the scholarship, this one you are also have to, like, it is required. You have to provide the statement of financial capacity or financial support. If you have any difficulty of getting these materials, please email us, and we'll give you kind of alternative. Please email isoadmission@fudan.edu.cn. Well, the application procedure is really simple. After you have submit your application online and pay for the application fee, we'll take an internal review. And then we'll send your paper, your document to the schools and department to do the further review. And maybe you'll inform to take an online interview. Well, after the final review, you're receiving the admissions and the like pre-admission, final admission stage before the registration. And normally the registration take place on the late August to the early September, and it based on the year calendar of the year of the university, sorry. Last part, the campus life. Well, our campus are really huge, and you can see lots of greens and parks on that. And it's a really great place for you to calm down and take a break and just do some readings or just take a rest after the class. And we have lots of cats on campus as well, and we even have a students association just for cats. Well, um, I know lots of you really care about the dorm. We do offer the international students accommodation, and we offer the single room, double room, and the in-suite. And you have to apply. It is not guaranteed. In every room, we have equipped with the balcony, air conditions, and in the common area, we have a the laundry room, kitchen, and also the study spaces. Well, speaking of the study spaces, this is actually the pictures of the classrooms. As you can see, we have applied really fancy equipment during the lecture, during the courses, and it's really comfortable that sitting in these classrooms, and it is really smart of applying kind of devices. You know, once I was giving the presentation on a classroom on teaching building 4, even I'm not putting the loudspeaker, and when I speak in the front of the desk, the students at the very back, they can hear me really clearly. So it's not actually about the well, actually, the experience for both teachers, lecturers, and students, and they are getting really, really comfortable with using these classrooms. Well, there are also other samples or other pictures about the study support. We have the clinical a practice, the one in the middle, AR and VR lab, and the third picture. And last picture showed the new media center for the School of Journalism. So it's really because at the university we really support students do a certain research or using kind of platforms, labs to support their studies or getting some outcomes. So it is open to all the students with related majors. Well, for eat at Fudan, and I know Chinese food is really attractive. And we're not only offering the Chinese cuisine, we're also offering the foreign ones, like the pizza, burger, or chips. And we have kind of a Korean food, Japanese food, and we even have a place just for the Peking duck. It's you're gonna have lots of choices if you want to study here. And to consider students with different religions and background, in every single of our campuses, we have at least one halal restaurant, only offering the halal food there. For students clubs, we have hundreds of students clubs and associations, and 12 of them are officially recognized. And if you want to join any of the students clubs or students association for your country, you are more than welcome. And if you want to open a new one, you are also encouraged to do so. And here are more sample on events on campus, like the Nobel Prize winner to giving a kind of sharing of his new book or DIY activities and Dragon Boat match. And that one is we got the second place this year, and it's really, really a great breakthrough compared with any other years. We do got student support in different perspectives. For example, the psychological health center, and it's just like the video said, it's more like living in the unknown. So we do consider students may have kind of difficulties or hard time. So psychological health center is for you if you have a hard time. And the Center for Learning and Development is students learning and development, and that is for the giving you a kind of academic support. You know, study mathematics in China is kind of challenging, so we'll give you kind of support in your any of the difficulties on the academic side. For Career Development Center, well, if you want to work in any of the Chinese businesses or even work in China, it's a great chance for you to talk a bit more about with the teachers in Career Development Center. Well, last year we hold one of the largest job fair just for the international students. And even the students from the very north and very south cities, they fly all the way to Fudan, to Shanghai to participate this kind of job fair. And lastly, if you want to open a new business or start up a business, we have still innovation and entrepreneurship to give you kind of support. Well, I think this concludes my part. We're more than welcome you to get contact with us, the International Students Office, write us email and call us anytime on the working hours. And next, we'll have the colleague of the College of the Intelligence, Robotics, and Advanced Manufacturing. So, is Professor Wu here?
Hi, can you see my screen right now?
I think you are starting sharing your screen. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Uh, Is it working now?
We can see you perfect.
Okay.
It's
So,
just your face looks a little bit interesting.
yeah,
It looks like you're merging in the background.
yeah, looks pretty weird. Um,
Yeah. I wonder if it's better maybe to turn off the virtual background. It's even better.
Yeah, let me see how. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that's much better.
All right. Hello everyone. This is Sushuan. So it's a great honor to be here to introduce our college. So as the slide shows, the college is College of Intelligent Robotics and Advanced Manufacturing. So we are a new college founded in last year. Our research is pretty much relevant to robotics and manufacturing, as the name suggests. I'll give a brief overview of our college, and Professor Zhang will introduce our program for international students. So who we are, as I just said, so the college was founded last year. Our goal is pretty simple, to build smart agents. So by agents, I mean the robots, cars, airplanes, and even lights. So basically, they respond intelligently to your needs. So you can as you all know that autonomous vehicles have been very popular. Our goal is to empower robots to be smart, and they can one day they can manufacture robots themselves. So that's our goal. Our college is pretty much focuses on interdisciplinary research. So we have faculty members from different fields like robotics, AI, and nanosystems, and computational mechanics. So by building and fostering a interdisciplinary field atmosphere, so our goal is to push to strive for like high quality research. So we have different institutions like from so our college has been consists of like 7 institutions and departments. We have Institute of Computational Mechanics and AI, Institute of Future Lighting, and Department of Light Sources and Enumerating Engineering, Department of Aeronautics and Astronautics. We also have International Institute for Intelligent Nanorobots and Nanosystems. And we have Institute of Intelligent Robotics, Institute of Trustworthy Embodied AI. So basically, as the name suggests, so we are pretty from we have so our faculty members are from different backgrounds. So we hope we can build a like blending like atmosphere and so to build smart robots and to push for better advanced manufacturing. As I mentioned earlier, it's pretty much multidisciplinary. We have robotics, we have AI, we have aerospace, and mechanics, auto electrons, and so on. So we hope, so as a college, we hope to work together and build intelligent robots that can do autonomous exploration, that can continuously evolve like humans do. And more importantly, we hope all the agents can have like human-like values. So they won't beat us if they are smart, intelligent one day. And we have 3 disciplines. We have computer science, 4 disciplines, I think. Computer science and technology, intelligence science and technology, which is pretty new. And we also have electronic science and technology, and aerospace science and technology. So in the following, so I'll introduce some major research directions and the stats for our faculty members. So we have 186 staff and faculty members. So among them, and there are 136 research faculties and teaching faculties. And over 30% of the faculty members have been recognized by our national programs. Below, I introduced some our research directions. So the first one is intelligent robotics. So basically, we study how to make agile robots, whether they are humanoids or quadruped robots, or or just some like two-legged robots. So we hope they are like flexible. They can walk like flexibly under different terrains. So we use biomimic designs to make robots movements natural. As you can see from the prototypes and smart, and we are integrating biology with dynamics to create a wearable tech that moves seamlessly with the human body. Our research teams also won international competitions. So under the very like hard terrains, they're uneven and pretty challenging for the quadruped dogs. So the second research direction is embodied intelligence. Basically, this is the team that try to design multimodal large language models that are suitable for robots, for whether humanoids or for different kind of robots. Hope the robots can be smart and can work under different conditions and work under different for different tasks and different scenarios. So this is the research direction for intelligent aerospace. So the researchers have been using AI-driven optimization. We can simulate aerodynamics and structure performance much faster. So we also focus on creating digital twins. Basically, this allows us to monitor the engine health of the airplanes before they become real problems. We also have digital intelligent mechanics. This research direction basically are using intelligence-enabled soft matter mechanics to design robots that are flexible, adaptable, and inspired by nature. So basically, this is to design, like to study the theories that can be used to design robots. So we also have intelligent optoelectronics. This research direction focuses on high quality lighting and visual ergonomics. So this isn't just about making things bright. It's about how light can affect human performance in high stakes environments, like the cockpits in the airplanes and the cabins of the large aircraft. So the research here helped to optimize the view environment for pilots and passengers. So basically, creating a better atmosphere for humans to perceive. This is the research direction for macro nano manufacturing. So the research team here focuses on designing biomimetic micro robots inspired by water striders. So the robots can move freely on water surfaces, and so they are much flexible, and they are like pretty they can move like in our vessels, like blood vessels. So that can help to um, get rid of some diseases or something like that. We also have computational mechanics with AI. So this is Professor John's institute, and so led by Professor Timon. So the goal here is to use molecular dynamics and continuum mechanics to design the digital twins of physical systems. So basically allows us to run sensitivity analysis optimizations in virtual environment before making a physical prototype. There are also like research that tries to use AI to accelerate some simulations. So whether it's fluid dynamics and structural design, so the AI models here can predict performance pretty fast. And so the third part of my introduction here is about education for innovation. So we hope we can educate our programs can foster like future engineering scientists, inventors, industry leaders. We also have strong collaborations with the leading enterprises like Intuit, Intel, Oppo, and so on. So our programs, we have Chinese top degree programs for undergraduate students and graduate students. We also have English top PhD programs, which will be introduced later. So here's the WeChat code and the official website for our college. So that's all. Thank you so much. So I'll give the floor to Professor Zhang, I think, or Professor Jing.
Yeah, I will do it. Yeah, thank you, Zushuan, for the excellent introduction. That looks very impressive for school. Yeah,
Thanks.
so thank you, Zushuan, and I will take over the opportunity then to introduce about our research institute, the Institute for Computational Mechanics and AI. Just wait me a second. I will share my slides. So I saw lots of questions popping up in the chat, and yeah, I think students are really concerned about the scholarship if they can be secured with the grant, even before they're accepted at Fudan. And we saw one interesting question, whether a student can apply simultaneously, like scholarship A at another university and scholarship B at Fudan. I don't know if the international office, our colleague, can answer this. I suppose you cannot apply simultaneously, right? Okay, maybe it will be answered in the chat, but let me continue the talk. Thank you, Zushuan, for the nice introduction about the College of Intelligent Robotics and Advanced Manufacturing. I'm introducing our institute, and we'll further talk about the English program in our college. I'm from the Institute of Computational Mechanics and AI. We have this X on the logo. That means it's interdisciplinary. So there are basically two PhD program in our college, and also many hosted by our institute. The first program is aeronautical and astronautical science and technology. So that is the code for the study. And the second is intelligent science and technology. So that's also the study code that we apply. These are the two codes related to our programs. So it will be mainly hosted in Institute of Computational Mechanics and AI. We have an international supervising team. So Professor Timo Rapsuk led this institute, and there are also other faculty members like Professor Qitong Yabingding, myself. I'm also an adjunct professor in the institute, and also Dr. Navid Valizadeh and Boher Hamotadavi. So these are the international faculty staff. And also Nanta Kumar, he will also come and he will supervise the intelligence science and technology program. So we have quite international team from different countries in the world. We also have constantly visiting professors. They will co-supervise the students, and the student will have also opportunities to be exchanged to other countries like in Germany, Spain, or France. So the duration eligibility is generally the same as our colleague already introduced. They have nice introduction at the beginning. So it's basically about 4 years. It's for non-Chinese doctoral candidates pursuing international career. So our training philosophy is doing research, but not only for research, but we also hope to prepare you for both academic and maybe industrial applications. I think Professor Zhu Xuanwu already introduced there are very big market for the industrial interest and applications in our college. And I think there are lots of exciting opportunities because China is a rising country in intelligent science and technology, not only robotics, but also for advanced manufacturing and many areas in engineering. So the dean or the head of our institute for computational mechanics and AI is Professor Timo Rapsuk. He's a well-known researcher, a fellow of Fyodor Lionel Prize winner from Humboldt Foundation, and also member of European Academy of Science and Academia Europaea. He's also highly cited researcher in both engineering and computer science globally. So he's also a member of the National Academy of AI in the US. Yeah, so his main area is physical mechanics modeling and computational mechanics software development. And the second direction is integrated materials engineering on multi-skill methods. And last is scientific AI and integrated CAD with CAE. So the main research activities in our institute includes integrating computational mechanics and artificial intelligence to establish integrated computational platform for multi-skill analysis, computational mechanics methods, inverse design, inverse engineering, and intelligent health monitoring for smart structures and materials. So we have both engineering and, for example, the material science is in this area, we have developed many computational methods for the materials exploration and design. Our institute is located in a very nice building. It's near the Jiangwan campus of Fudan University. We are on the 7th floor of the D1 building, and we have a very sufficient working space, also with a clean room, laboratories, and we have design international study and working environment. And we also have nice facilities for seminar room and where you can also have coffee area for chatting and talking to a supervisor. As I mentioned, there are two programs. The first one is aeronautic and astronautic science and technology. Then there are 9 courses that we are offering in English for international students, and each of the course has comprises 2 credits. For example, you have AI for mechanics, and you have mechanical vibration, or data-driven fluid mechanics, or that is 3 credits, I'm sorry. And you also have some mathematical course like fundamental of tensor analysis and differential geometry. Some other applied, like more related, not fundamental, but more applied courses include introduction to the electronic properties of engineering materials and also nanorobots and nanosystems. So the course that we are offering for intelligent science and technologies as a second PhD program. We have other courses like data-driven fluid mechanics, same like before, and also AI for materials fundamentals. There is also digital twin and fault diagnosis course included in this module. So there are some overlapping of courses like computational mechanics and AI that is also in the previous course, also the wave mechanics, metamaterials, but also there are additional courses for intelligent science and technology, like the digital twin part and the robotic lightweight materials and data, other AI for materials course. So I give you some examples of research field in the program. The first one is artificial intelligence and engineering scientific computing. So in this area, there are many interesting topics that you can discuss with the supervisor. For example, the physics-informed machine learning or the neural operators, they're quite frontier topics now in the AI for engineering and AI for science. There's also high performance computing that you can study how to design efficient algorithm for parallel computing, for GPU, for high performance computing that is helpful for multi-physics modeling. There are also more fundamental research areas if you interested in applied math. More applied math directions like uncertainty quantifications that we can look at the uncertainties propagation in multi-scale models that is contributing to the optimization and inverse design. Of course, the challenging part can also be developing the numerical methods, integrating the advanced mathematical tools. Like in the in multi-physics modeling part, you can do quite fundamental research by solving coupled partial differential equations, including fluid structure interaction, thermomechanical coupling, and electromagnetic coupled fields that is used in the aerospace engineering or in robotics. The other research field I want to introduce is also very interesting, the intelligent materials and structures. For example, you can look at metamaterials design. There are many metamaterials now that are used in the robotics or in the control system that is self-responsive due to different mechanism like electromagnetic or thermomechanical. They can adapt. They can be adaptive to the environment. And there are many interesting applications like for the vibration reduction, for the responsive control, intelligent adaptation to the environment. And intelligent materials can also be used for like protection structures. For example, you have bio-inspired structures that is self-healing and absorbing energy that can be used for protecting structures. For example, you can have impact protecting structures for machines or for flying vehicles. The other directions that is interesting is failure and multi-physics analysis, where you can integrate AI and advanced sensors for predicting and sensing materials failure at different length scales. So this one has also strong application background that we are collaborating with COMAC, the commercial aircraft company in China. So there are several industrial applications related to this in the intelligent materials and structures. So we have an international research environment and lots of training resources due to our network and international supervising board. So, and we will work together with you at the beginning of your PhD study to look at your research direction and career planning. It's very, very important for the early stage researchers that they can orient their topic towards their future research plan or future career plan. Yeah. So that's basically the introduction of our program. And if you have any further questions, you can contact us and follow us, follow our website or send email to us, cmxai@fudan.edu.cn. Yeah. For the tuition fees, I think currently it is 37,000 yuan, but there might be very small increase later this year or next year. It's not defined yet, but currently it's like 37,000 yuan. Yeah, so that's on my part. And welcome to ask questions. Yeah, thank you. Are there any questions or I don't know if we should continue to discuss or.
Okay, now we are open to questions. If you have any question, please raise up your hand. And also, we'll unmute you to ask your question.
Okay, maybe they will they will write questions in the chat if they feel shy to ask directly. Where can we look for apartments? And I think that's not just directly related to our institutes.
Well, there's a question from Josh. If
Yeah.
you can roll upper a little bit, colleague of intelligence, robotic, and advanced
Advanced
manufacturing.
manufacturing. Yeah.
Yes, this one. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah. So Sonali Gupta, nice to meet you. Sonali, I can see you raise your hand. Please unmute. I asked her to unmute, but maybe she cannot talk. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, hi.
Hello, Sonali. Nice to see you.
Hi. Nice to see you too. I would like to ask what are the application deadlines for this year so that we can get enrolled for this year by September because it's March already. Is it possible to get it enrolled this year?
I think the international office can answer this question.
Sure. The application for English taught postgraduate program will end up by the 31st of March, which is the last day of this month. Please, if you are going to apply our university, please make sure you have submit everything before that. Please don't last to the last minute.
Oh, then I need to speed up the process. Thank you so much for the update.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank
The
you.
other thing I want to mention that if they're excellent applicants, we can waive the application fee from our institute. So we have talked to the head of institute. We will subsidize the student because application fee is not so cheap compared to the income of some other countries. So if we have excellent applicants, you can talk to us and we can help you to waive the registration or the application fee. Yes, please, can I ask question? I saw some people, some students are writing. I can really figure, some people cannot figure out how to raise up hand. There is a heart under the menu. It's called React. And if you click on the heart, you can click on raise up your hand at the bottom of the menu, like what I did. And then you can lower your hand afterwards. Yeah. Oh, I saw many people raise a hand. I don't know how to unmute them. Maybe.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Please, I wanted to ask because I wanted to apply for Fudan major in AI for PhD. So I wanted to know like if you guys offer any scholarship available.
I think this is standard questions that our international office can answer. The scholarships, as far as I know, at Shanghai municipal level and national level, you need to apply for it. It's not 100% sure you will get it. There's a competition, but there's a good chance you can get if you have quite above average score. Yeah, I don't know how much a successful rate. Our colleague
Oh, okay,
from Fudan University.
but
Yeah.
I am still eligible for application, right? Like the portal is still open.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
I think
so
our colleague, answered. Mhm.
uh
Yes,
what if
please.
I applied for self-funded scholarship? So is there any chance like after a year that I might apply for the scholarship? Let's say I enroll to the school with self-funded, so any
Yeah,
chance?
that's a good question. You want to first study with self-funding, and then after
Yeah.
year, yeah, you want to first start to kick off. I don't know. Can he first come to Fudan self-funding and then apply for the scholarship? Can anyone answer this question from our international office?
Okay.
Can he first start with self-funding? He pay for the, I guess you need to pay for
So
tuition fees.
Right. So the for the cell phone support, the cell phone application and a scholarship application, they are the main difference is the way of getting a application procedure is different. When you apply for the scholarship, like the Chinese government scholarship or Shanghai government scholarship, you have to attach a application form during the application. If you want to get the application for the scholarship in the middle, first, it's impossible of getting Shanghai government scholarship, but you can consult the Chinese embassy in your country to getting Chinese government scholarship type A. But you have to consult them if they can offer kind of option and with the requirement. You should consult the embassy in your country. And the other option is that we have the existing students scholarship, which offers to the like year 2, year 3, year 4 students, and you may apply for that one.
That one is from
Okay.
Fudan, right?
This is from our university level
Yeah.
scholarship.
Is it very
Okay, well,
competitive? Mm-hmm.
yeah, for the Fudan University scholarship, what are the scholarships like? What are the covering scholarship? What do they cover?
Well, for first, Fudan International Student Scholarship, there's a two-way. The first is for the new students, which is the new applicants. You don't have to apply. We'll award it to the excellent candidates directly. And that one is covering the tuition fee, the dorm fee, and you are getting the monthly expenses, including the insurance as well. And for the existing students, for the requirement or regulations, you may wait for more information when you come into the university or check it on our official website shortly.
Okay. Sorry, my last question. So my question here is, let's say I applied for Fudan University and then I got enrolled. So after maybe a 1 year, maybe after a year or two, then I now like consider to apply for scholarship, that like university scholarship. So is that possible? Because some universities
It
don't
is
offer that.
possible. It is possible, but for the
Uh,
requirement, you should refer to the requirement of the year you apply because it is various.
okay, I understand. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for asking. Well, shall we keep one last question from Rush or one last question from Rush and then we'll move
Yeah.
on to the next
Okay.
college.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Can someone unmute Rush?
Okay, hey, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay, so yeah, so thanks for the great presentation. So I just wanted to ask because there was two presentations. The first one was from the College of Intelligent Robotics and Advanced
Yeah.
Manufacturing, and the
Yes,
second one is from CMXAI, right?
yeah.
But I noticed like in this like a slide that they showed earlier saying English taught PhD, and it had like a table listing all of them. In that they were kind of grouped together in the same kind of role. So I'm just wondering, like, are these two like different institutes, or is like one comes under the other, or how it works?
It's like this. We have the College of Intelligent Robotics and Advanced Manufacturing. So it is an overarching structure for several institutes. So our institute is part of the College of Intelligent Robotics in terms of teaching and research activities. So I think the only institute that is offering the doctoral program in English is from our institute, and our postdoctoral program is included in the College of Intelligent Robotics and Advanced Manufacturing. So it is a new faculty that is established, like Professor Wu said, from last year. It's an overarching college, and there are several institutes and different departments or directions in this college. I hope I answered this question clearly. And let me know if you have further question. You can also drop in an email or contact us afterwards. Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for sharing
Thank
today.
you.
And thank you for all the questions. Let's move on to the next college, the College of Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence. Let's welcome Professor Ye.
All right. Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. And I'm Guangnan Ye from the College of Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence. Let me see. I think there's some.
Subtitle.
No. This blocked. What is that?
Zoom out.
This?
Mm.
No, this
Still the same?
Yeah, still the same. Let me see. Next one. Okay. So give me 1 minute. Some technical issues here. Yeah.
好了。
Okay. Here we go. So let's see. All right. So I'm Guangnan Ye from College of Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence from Fudan University. I'm the Assistant Dean for the college and mainly in charge of the international students application. And today, it's honor to introduce some background of the college and to our guys online. And I hope that today's info will give you sufficient ideas and information for you to apply. You know that today, right now, everything is related to artificial intelligence and becoming the one of the most popular subject in across all the subject. So I think the college for computer science and artificial intelligence is one of their best choice in your next stage. So back to the history. So the development history of this college is back to 1956. Basically, there's a one contribution from our department is that the first electronic analog computer in China, which is called the Fudan 601 electronic computer was successfully developed in Fudan. And basically, so our history of the college could be back to like 70 years ago. And back to 2008, basically, this Department of Computer Science upgraded into a School of Computer Science and Technology, which basically both of the students and the faculties actually increase steadily year by year. So we upgrade that department into the school in 2008. And in 2020, because of the enlargement of the whole department, the whole school, so we moved to our new campus, which considered as the new campus of Fudan. It's called the Jiangwan campus. And this basically a picture of the whole school, which we located. Half of this building basically belongs to the entire college. And we probably right now, the whole department has around 200 different faculties in different areas and around thousands of students, which who's like undergraduate and also graduate students. And excuse me. So in back to 2025, basically last year, we celebrate our 50th anniversaries of the whole department. Also, we upgraded or update our college name. Basically, we upgrade the school, continue to a college, or what we call the College of Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence. Basically, we add the elements of artificial intelligence to embrace the new era of artificial intelligence time, so that we want to bring more infos from artificial intelligence or elements from the AI, so that to get adapt to the new era. So the new college was declared and established last year, and not only the majority of the faculties are from the previous School of Computer Science and Technology, and we also integrate some research institute into this new college. For example, we integrate the previous Research Institute of FinTech. We integrate the AI AIII, basically related to the AI application or innovation incubation center. And we also integrate the previous Department of Data Science, Big Data, etc., so that the not only the faculties are from computer science, but also from some specific research areas across multiple disciplines. So this is a picture basically from last year for the new for the new celebration of the college. So upon on the disciplines, we basically has two lines. So one line is from computer science and technology, the first level discipline, and the other is let me see. is cyberspace security discipline. And you know that in the QS 2024 rankings, one of the most well-known rankings in all the college rankings. So the computer science we ranked 40 globally, particularly in the AI area, which is one of the most popular subject in the CS rankings from the USA. We ranked 13 globally, which is quite a competitive scores across all the research institute. And upon the scientific research, we also publish several top tiers papers per year. For example, in the CKDD, ICDE, ICLR, ACL, AAAI, etc., CVPR, ICML. This is within the areas of machine learning. We also publish some others in related to networks and natural language processing, etc. We also got several top conference excellent paper award. So hundreds of papers published from the faculty's teams each year. So we really have a top tier research strengths compared with other institutes. And also, in terms of funding, we have steadily increasing research fundings. Here is the statistics of scientific research fundings year by year. You could see that we have steadily increased fundings, and the reason why it dropped a little bit after 2022 is because probably due to the pandemic, but actually after 2024, we also just have the statistic of last year. We also increased in terms of the fundings. So in the past 3 years, research funding has exceeded like a 20 million for 3 consecutive years on average. So the college also has some leading provincial and ministerial level platforms, and here's 9 key platforms that we have, which are all research-driven platforms that basically students could do top-tier research with different directions. And in terms of scientific research support, basically the hardware, we have the school's public platform for cloud computing and big data. You'll see that this is basically a room that contains the cloud computer, basically contains 2,000 above like 2,000 different servers capacities. So and also these rooms computation capacity is still increasing day by day, so that the students have sufficient computation resources in terms of research, especially in the area of LLM stage. So in terms of personnel trainings, our students receive various national science and technology competition awards and science and technology innovation award. This is a partial awards that they received in the international competition, and they also get a lot of medals in different like challenges or competitions. And after graduation, in terms of employment, the employment rate of graduates remains about 98%. So I would say that especially nowadays, the graduation, the graduate students, the employment salary is always among the top compared with others. Especially they got some offers in the top tier world well-known companies like IBM, Google, like Tencent, Microsoft, Alibaba, etc., etc. And all those companies basically provide them continuous educations after our training, and the students are quite adaptive to the new environment. And apart from those employment, a lot of students also continue for the master and PhD programs in the well-known universities such as MIT, CMU, UIUC, or US, etc., in other continent. So I would say that after graduation from our college, the future is really very good, very bright compared with others. So here is the specific introduction of the program taught in Chinese. Specifically today, I'm gonna try to introduce particularly for the master and the PhD program. And in terms of a program taught for the master program, we have two directions. One line is all taught in Chinese. If your Chinese is good, you could basically join this master program in Chinese. And the major, basically, there are three parts. One direction is computer science and technology. And basically, we taught computer software and theory, or computer application technology, or computer system architecture. And the second direction is cyberspace security. Students may earn a science degree. And the third one is called electronic information, and they will get a professional degree. And you could see the application process. Basically, students could use the online application systems, or you could just also send emails to Miss Liu Xin from our college, so that we will basically receive upon your resume and do the further like to the for the further application procedure afterwards. And you could also find the research directions in this link. And for the program taught in English, we also have a master programs in two directions. One is computer technology, and the other is basically one of the popular directions called artificial intelligence. So you could see the application requirements. Basically, you need to hold a bachelor degrees, and we have a minimum requirement for the GPA in computer science or software engineer or related certificate. And also the final admission decision will be made by the interviewing faculties, and you have to provide a certain language requirement, for example, the IELTS 6.5. And but there's exemptions. If you are English-speaking countries, maybe there's exemptions. And also, for there's like a similar application procedures, you could use this website. And here shows the tuition, scholarship, and also the startup period. And in particular, here for the master programs, it's a little bit different from the Western countries. We have a really solid procedures or period of study for the master program. Basically, contains 3 years. So this is one of the most different ones compared with other, I would say, soft programs in Western country. They always like 1 or 1.5 years, so that you only could learn some courses. Apart from that, you could not really do something more. But within the 3 years of our program, the students could not only learn from the courses, but could also do a certain period of time of research under the supervision from the faculties. And here is the courses we provided in the two directions, particularly in artificial intelligence. So we'll introduce the most popular courses related to computer vision, NLP, or big data analytics, machine learning system, etc. In terms of computer technology directions, we also introduce some like mobile computing, human machine interaction, etc. And apart from the master program, we also have the PhD program, both in Chinese and English. For the Chinese, basically also three directions here, and all those related subjects attached to this direction. There's a certain like application requirement for this and certain language requirement. And this is the requirement for the PhD program in English. So you have application website here. And here is the tuition, scholarship, and study period. We also have some contacts that you could send emails to Miss Liu Xin. And also, apart from the master program, this PhD program, actually the length is 4 years. It's 1 year more, but you got a PhD degree, which is better. And in terms of courses for the AI directions, which is we add more courses, but actually it's not quite tougher compared with the master program because you know that PhD program is always like research driven. So for most of the time, you may follow your supervisor to do the research within the lab. You may be involved in some lab project so that you could be after some certain time of training, and then you should be the expert in that research directions. So that's all for my part for the application info, and here is the barcode that you may get more infos from this college. So I'll pause here and let's move to Q&A session. All right.
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me? Hi, can you hear me? So if you can hear me, I'm Ilaria and I have a question. I'm right now holding a bachelor degree, but in humanistic sciences. So it's not artificial intelligence related. Um, I was actually doing my own startup in artificial intelligence, so I was wondering, is the blockage for a previous bachelor degree hold in artificial intelligence or computer science mandatory for all the English taught courses, or is some way I can either obtain an exception or maybe do extra exams to furthermore increase my possibilities of entering the program?
Actually, it's not mandatory for the master or PhD programs, whether you have a computer science related degree or not. But uh, uh, to make sure that you have sufficient knowledge in those subjects, so that you may have like some really tough questions upon the interview. I would say, especially if you're not a computer science background, um, during your interview, the faculties may ask some of very like professional questions to you. So you have to be prepared for that. But actually, computer science degree is not mandatory, I would say, for simple.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you so much for the reply.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
I'm Malaysian. I just completed my bachelor's degree in AI. I have at least 2 years of background in research and one accepted paper in iClear 2026. So is it
Oh, that's
possible
good.
to directly apply for the PhD program instead of the master's program?
I think no. Right now, we only accept the PhD candidate when they got the master degree.
I see,
That's the
I see.
policy right now. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I have another question. So for
Mm-hmm.
masters, most of the universities that I looked up, um, I would say that the fees are quite expensive actually, which is out of my range of that I can afford. So for Fudan University here, will there be, say, 100% waiver or stipend support, something like that?
I think, yeah.
Okay, so first, for the scholarship, if you apply in the phase 2, there's a Fudan International Student Scholarship, which is a university level scholarship, and this kind of scholarship covers the full tuition fee, your dorm fee, and also the living expenses, and also the insurance. And my colleague has already sent the more detail in the chat box. You can check the poster of the introduction of the a scholarship.
All right. Thank you so much.
So, any more questions? So, are there any application fees? Oh,
Yeah.
so let me see. Can I apply for master's with a pre-graduation certificate?
With the expecting graduate
Hello?
time.
Yes, go ahead.
So I have two questions actually.
Uh-huh.
One, should we during the application, when should we pay for the application fees? Is after we are accepted or before even to submit the application? And also I would like to know for PhD program, what happen if you don't have the acceptance letter from the supervisor, because most of the teacher barely replies to students. So that's my two questions.
Yeah, I think first is for you. Yeah.
Okay. So the first question, you cannot pay the application fee after you being admitted, because if you're not paying the application fee in the second phase application on system, we're not going to issue your paper. We're going to issue your paper after you have paid the application fee. And the second, for the supervisor, well, okay, so for the supervisor, if you're applying for the PhD program, it is mandatory to find always strongly suggest you have find a supervisor before the application, and you can contact the school or department, and they'll help you of getting the supervisor or supervisor's like contact information, and we have already sent the contact information for 2026 application or for all the schools and departments.
Okay. I think for time issue, maybe we'll have one last question.
Yes, one last question. Oh, and one question from the chat box, how much is the application fee? It is 800 RMB. And it's not refundable. Oh, okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Professor Ye, for sharing today. And the next, let's welcome the College of Future Information Technology. Professor Gao Yu is online.
Hello, everyone. Let me share
Okay.
my slides. Can you see the slides?
Very clear.
Okay. So firstly, I will introduce College of Future Information Technology and our recruitment and about us, about the college. So the College of Future Information Technology is established April last year. But before that, we have a long history of School of Information Science and Technologies. That was founded in 2000. And before the School of Information Science and Technology, we are spin-off from physics and combining with mathematicians. And then the College of Future Information Science and Technology, we aim to integrate the existing School of Information Science and Technology as well as two institutes. One is that the Institute of Optoelectronics and Institute of Space Internet. So we are creating a new engineering college for education, research, and innovation. The college focuses on emerging research areas such as 6G, satellite communications, and satellite internet, low Earth, low altitude technologies and economy, and space exploration. So our college have 157 faculty members, 67, including 67 professors and 62 associate professors, and we have nearly 60 postdocs. And also we have 59 admin staff. In terms of students, we have 2,230 students in total, including over 770 undergraduate students and about 1,500 postgraduate students, so including master's and PhD students. So our college, in terms of the subject ranking, especially in EEE ranking, electronic engineering and electrical engineering, we are ranked 43rd in 2025, QS ranking in 50th. And our annual research funding around 100 million in 2021 to now we have 136. Last year, we have around 150 million. So we have three primary disciplines, electronic engineering, and then information and communication engineering and optical engineering. And then we also have two research institutes focusing on optical electronics and space internet. So our UG and PG programs, including 2K national K disciplines, and also including different subjects, including circuits and systems, electromagnetics fields, and microwave technologies. In terms of communication engineering, we have double first degree discipline, signal and information processing, communication and information systems, and aero information technologies. We also have a number of national and Shanghai and Ministry of Education teaching awards. Our student employability is quite high, over 94% employment rate, including further study. Undergraduate students have 68% go on further study, and also have 14% go overseas study, and then 18% for employment. For our masters and PhDs, we have even higher employment rates. They are going to leading industry such as Alibaba, Huawei, Tencent, and iFlyTech. Also like Intel, AMD, NVIDIA, ByteDance, and Baidu. Also, we have a number of companies, medium-sized companies, and SMEs as well. So for our international programs, we are looking for joint master and doctor programmees, including joint master program in electronic engineering and then the PhD program as well. So we worked with Finland and Germany and also Switzerland and the UK as well. We also have collaborative academic programs with University of Toronto, KTH, and City University of Hong Kong, and a few other universities. So our PhD programs including two major subjects: optical engineering and then the EEE or electronics science and technology main areas. Is also including a number of second-tier subjects, mainly spend on the communication, quantum information technology, and satellite communication, as well as micro and nano electronic devices and circuits. And then in terms of AI, as well as informatics. So most of the information technology related subjects we all offer. We also have a full English taught MSc programs, mainly on electronic engineering with the AI pathway. Also, you can go to Turku and Manchester, a few number of universities who are working with us. Here are the some scholarship opportunities. Mainly is the CIC, probably some already introduced early. Also, we have the university products can apply type A and type B. Also, we have the university program and scholarships and the Shanghai government scholarship. So in terms of the research highlights, our college have quite high impact publications, such as Nature and Science. We also have seen as sub-journals, as well as engineering and computing related highly ranked journal and conference papers. In addition to publications, we're also looking at a lot of hands-on skills, building testbeds and playing AI systems. So, for example, we are building the satellite internet, and through how the satellite constellation work, how the network works, how we can making experiments.
This is a demo.
We also working, as mentioned earlier, to building the LLM, large language model over the different scenario in terms of in mobile scenario or satellite scenarios. We're building testbeds as showing on these slides. We're also building programs and also publish codes in GitHub. There are open source models. And we're working in with different universities like Hong Kong University, MIT, Maryland, and a few others. In terms of research platforms, we have 2 national platforms and also 6 research centers in Shanghai. So as shown in these slides. So there are some technology-focused research labs. Also, we have interdisciplinary, cross-disciplinary labs, such as the National Institute of Research in New Rural Development. So we're combining with the civil engineering and city planning with the AI and technology-driven approach. We're also very good at with the electromagnetic waves information technology. And that was led by Professor Jin and a large team. We're also building the research facility around our buildings. We have as the picture shown, we have the ground station to receive satellite signals and data, and to do remote sensing, as well as the satellite internet, and to building the SAR imaging system, and as well as internet space internet related communication technologies. We also can testing with the 6-axis turning platform and to testing the different running profile, such as C profile or the road profiles. And there are opening opportunity, as mentioned by our research office and research and student office early. And we are mainly in the Jiangwan campus. Our education, research, and innovation building is the #2 interdisciplinary research building in Jiangwan campus. We also have a number of recruitment, as shown the link here. So thank you for your attention, and please do ask any question if you may have. And here is our Mrs. Zhang Min, who her email is here. If you have any detailed questions, feel free to contacting her. So thank you for your attention. Please do feel free to ask any question if you may have.
Okay, if you have any question, please raise up your hand and unmute yourself. There's a question in chat box. Are there scholarships? In phase 2, there's a Fudan University scholarship, a university level scholarship, and you cannot apply CSA scholarship type B or Shanghai government scholarship. And for the scholarship detail, we'll share it in the chat box.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? So I also can share with you a more flyer about our program. And here there are more details regarding our collaborators with KU11, TUM, TUD, and as well as KTH. Here is a summary of our 3-year programs focused on AI system and how the semester was set up, and that's specially designed for this cohort. And this is a 3-year full-time master, and there are track 1 and track 2. You can mainly study in Fudan or to go overseas to obtain the double master degree. Those are all taught in English. But also here, I give you a list of how the credit was set, or what type of modules we are delivering in this cohort. There are also lecturers from Finland and other countries and to deliver the related modules. And here is some other application informations. So that's the additional material if you are interested.
Well, Professor Gao, there are more questions on the chat box. Can you check the chat box?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So one question is about the share. Yes, I can share the slides about where to find the professors related to electromagnetic and microwave technologies. So on our website, and there is an English version of our website, but that's a little bit outdated. We are also currently updating our website, but in our current website in English version, you can also find our professors. And if you still have questions, feel free to email 证明the email you can see. And also you can finding my profile on my on the website as well. And feel free to email me too. Yes, we have a list, yes, on our website. Yeah. You are eligible. Yes, if you have a master. We don't have a website to release the flyer I just discussed, AI systems. But we will share the flyer. And as I mentioned earlier, we are building the website to release this information in English. We have a Chinese version currently. Yeah. With the collaboration with TUD is that we have agreement we can exchange students. For example, we can sending you 1 year over to TUD and 2 years study at Fudan University, and we have a shared master degree. Lam Ding asking real-time OS. I did not. I was not quite. I'm not fully understood your question. What do you mean with the real-time OS? You mean operation system? For the master, joint master or double degree master, we meant what's the requirement for the graduation. Basically, you have to pass all the taught modules, and then you have to complete one research project, depending the type of master degree you have. And mainly, we encouraging students working on the industry related product, and then you can have an internship, or you're working on a research project, and that will lead you to have a publication. So that's two pathways for students, for research students, master degree, and this is not a strict quantified requirement, but that's some example you can use. We don't currently we don't have a business related master degree for our current setup. But our AI focused system or our triple E program, there are information technology related. Maybe there will be a little bit training skills on the information technology management, not a business master degree. Okay, I hope I catch all the early questions. Now I'm going to the more newer questions. Okay. Cross major, I think will be hard. if your undergraduate degree is economics, now you want to transfer for example, to our offered either AI system or triple E program, that could be very hard. The scholarship do not cover the joint master degree or double degree masters. So basically, if you come to Fudan, the time you spend in Fudan University, then you will have the tuition fee and stipend or living cost upon to the Fudan and Shanghai city standard. If you go to our collaborator, for example, Turku in Finland, then you will pay the tuition fee there. But in general, Turku tuition fee is not a lot. We mainly recruit the PG students for masters. Yeah. Continue from the background degree with a non-tech, that would be difficult. But we are thinking how to building especially the AI coming, combining the non-tech with the AI pathway. But this year we do not offer such a degree program. Maybe in future, yeah. If currently working on AI engineer, yes. If you are working as an AI engineer, it's okay. Depending on your undergraduate degree results or your grades. If you are an MPhil graduate, you want to join a PhD in international relations, you can email us. We can try to funding you a related supervisor. Currently, we are not advising any students in the international relation areas, either at my institute or the College of Future Information Technology. Yes, please contact the information of the school about the postgraduate program.
Well, I see one question from a Wilson asking about the undergraduate admissions and the scholarship available. Well, the undergraduate application has already ended by the 6th of March, and now you can now apply for the undergraduate programs. And this info session focus on the postgraduate programs. Sorry for the pause. Let's continue with the QA.
Okay. For the facilities to find a part-time job or full-time job, you mean, while doing a master if I enrolled. So according to the working permit, you are allowed to do some part-time job. I'm sure in any country you cannot using a student working permit to do a full-time job. So the part-time job is allowed, and also depending on the master project you are working, some supervisor will recommend you to do the internship. That's related to the part-time job. and the internship or uh, um, the benefit you could obtain from such a internship is not bad at all. So that's case by cases. It's depending on which company you are working on. And for example, some of my students, we're sending them to China Mobile or a China Telecom. They are offering certain certain amount of expense as well as some benefits. There is an application fee. I think that was advised by our international office. There is small amount of application fee for application master degrees in any subject, right? PhD fellowship. Do you mean the postdoc or research assistant, or you mean the PhD scholarship? Nishnu, can you tell us? Do you mean the PhD scholarship or PhD fellowship? Scholarship. Okay. Hello, our international office. Do you have any advice about the PhD scholarship?
For the PhD scholarship, for the phase 2, you can also it is also available for the Fudan International Students Scholarship. But for this scholarship, you don't have to apply. It will automatically award to the best candidate. For the coverage for this scholarship includes the dorm fee, the tuition fee, living expenses, and the insurance. So it's fully covered scholarship. And I hope that answered your question. You can check more detailed information on the chat box that we have already posted, and also the poster about the scholarship. Thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions? The second last one, the biologist regarding a agri-business MBA. There might be other schools have such a program. We have a data science, a school of big data. You maybe search related subject. As far as I know, in our School of Future Information Technology, we do not offer a agri business related subject, but we do have robotics for agriculture. We have professors working on that. They maybe offer you a related research project.
Well, thank you, Professor Gao, for sharing today, and I think this concludes the part of a college of future information technologies. And thank you so much for today's information. And
Okay,
let's welcome Professor. Oh, sorry.
that's okay. Thank you very much. Bye.
And let's welcome Professor Li Qiaowei from the College of Smart Material and Future Engineering. Sorry, Future Energy.
So it's not. Okay, and then I'll open my slides and how to go to the share mode. Okay. Okay, sorry about the technical issue, and so we'll start now. And so first, let me introduce myself a little bit. My name is Qiaowei Li, and I am currently the Vice Dean for Education in the College of Smart Materials and Future Energy at Fudan University. So today I'm going to share with you a little bit background of our college, and also I will give you some more information on the international students application. So first, I'll give you a very brief introduction of the material science at Fudan University. So basically, the college was established last year, so it's a brand new college. And the name of the college is for smart materials and the future energy. So basically, by looking at the name, you can see that our education and our research is mainly focused on materials and energy. Both of them are very, very hot topics in the society right now. And I would like to point out that here, we pay a lot of attention to smart materials, which means the materials is used in a lot of different applications, mainly for the highly functional materials, for example, in your cell phone or in your battery. And for the future energy, we not only look at the old fossil fuel energy, but we also look at the electricity, wind power, and even like nuclear power. So that's the main research scheme of our college. The material science and department was ranked in top 0.1% in the ESI ranking. So ESI ranking is called the essential science ranking. So basically, we are like the very top in the world. And also in the US News ranking, our material science and engineering is ranked on number 14 in the whole world. And we received a lot of research funding every year. So basically, the huge resources provided by the government and also by the companies, they support us to do some very frontier research. Currently, we have a faculty member size about 157. So you can find basically find the professors working on all kinds of different areas in material science and engineering. And we are very proud of the teacher-student ratio in our college. So basically, in each year, we only take about 100 undergraduate students and a little bit more than 100 graduate students. So compared to the faculty members, we have a very high teacher-student ratio. So we have a very extensive program that covers 3 different sub-disciplines, which includes material science and engineering. So this is the major one. But also we have a new program for new energy. It's called New Energy Science and Engineering. And if the students are very interested in working on electronics, microelectronics, they can also choose electronic science and technology. So that's the main three programs we offered in the college. And we have a very strong faculty team with worldwide recognition. For example, we have two members get the first prize category in the China National Natural Science Award. So this is the highest achievement each scientist can get in China. And we have two of them here, and a lot of professors, they serve as journal editors in chief, and they are like American Chemical Society, American Physical Society, Royal Society of Chemistry fellows, and they are also in editorial boards in a lot of very highly impact journals. So the main research clusters are focused on smart materials and future energy, as I mentioned earlier. And we have further divided them into 6 directions, which is smart catalysis, clean energy, flexible and intelligent materials, bio-nanomaterials, optoelectronics, and sensing, and the general materials design and the characterizations. So basically, I will give you some very brief introduction later on the 6 different directions. And we have 6 national and ministry level key laboratories and platforms in the college. So each student, they can use the facilities, a lot of different instruments to support their own research. And although our college is brand new, but actually we have been in the material science and engineering for more than 40 years. So we have nurtured a lot of globally recognized undergraduate and graduate students from the school. And I'll show you some very keywords in different directions. So the first one is smart materials. So we have a national lab, which is mainly on porous materials and the separation and the conversion. So basically, our college is the main hub for the porous material research in China and also in the whole world. So we make a lot of functional materials that has very small pores inside, and the pores can be further used to separate different gases or catalyze different chemical conversions. And we also do a lot of like applied research. For example, we make catalyst, and the catalyst can be used by the petroleum company, and they can further increase the efficiency of oil refining. And also we can get some materials and we add it into your toothpaste, for example, and then they can get rid of the stain in your teeth. So that's basically some porous materials we are working on. And our second direction is on the clean energy. So basically, it's more about fuel cells. So we try to get a lot of like long life, highly specific energy anode materials and the cathode materials, and we work on a lot of new batteries. For example, zinc air batteries, aqueous water-based batteries. We have a strong team working on hydrogen storage, so we can get hydrogen from the electrolysis of water, and then we use porous material to store the hydrogen inside the material, and then the hydrogen can be used to in different like vehicles and in different drones, for example. And also currently we are integrating like artificial intelligence into the research, and a lot of material screening and a lot of research was done by artificial intelligence and also by like robotics. And our third direction is on the flexible materials. So this is mainly for all kinds of wearable electronics. For example, your in your fiber or in your watch. So we try to incorporate like lithium ion battery into the fiber. So and then your clothing can be a energy provider. And also we do a lot of like color changing like LED kind of display materials for this kind of new direction. And our fourth direction is mainly on bio nanomaterials. So we try to develop new materials that can be used to diagnose like cancer in the early stage. And also we hope we can make some fluorescence material for the imaging of your imaging in vivo or in vitro. So, and also we try to design different carriers that can you can load your drug molecules into the materials, and the material can deliver the drug into a very specific organ in the body. And our fifth direction is on the sensing and the optoelectronics. Here we do a lot of like organic semiconductor polymers, and these kind of materials can be further integrated to different devices. For example, personally, I'm developing a material which can sense ammonia from your breathing. So basically, you can check the concentration of ammonia from your breath, and then it can tell you which kind of disease you may have if you have some very high concentration of ammonia in your breath. And our final direction is on the material design and characterization. So here, we have empowered this kind of research with a lot of like AI design, and so we try to use develop different coating materials. This coating material can protect the material from any corrosion, and also we have developed a very strong microscopy center here. Basically, you can look at all the details of the structure using this state-of-the-art microscopy. So that's basically research direction in our college. And most of the students graduate here, they can easily find a job in some very big national and international companies. For example, some like battery powerhouse like CATL, and a lot of them go to the electronic sector of like Huawei, and a lot of like memory and like a microelectronics company. And then I'll give you a very brief introduction on the international programs of our college. So the first program I'm going to introduce is a PhD program. This is English taught based. So basically, we offer a 4-year program. After the program, you are expected to get a PhD degree in material science and engineering, and you are required to have a master degree already. And the master degree could be in materials, and also it can be in chemistry, physics, or other related area. And we hope during your undergraduate study, you have already finished the courses on material science and engineering. So you have some general chemistry background, and you know a little bit on the thermodynamics of different materials. You have learned inorganic chemistry, basic materials characterizing techniques, organic chemistry, physical chemistry, and also we hope you already do some laboratory courses during your undergraduate. And in addition to the undergraduate, you should already have some research experience in your master studies. So you have joined some professor's research lab, and you did some research on a very particular subject. And if you publish a research paper, that's a great advantage in the application. So for the applicants in this program, basically you are free to choose any research directions. You can look at the professor's website, and you can find one of the professor as your PhD advisor. It could be on catalysis, on energy, on materials sensing, on anything. Yeah, so that's basically the PhD program. And so the courses here are English taught, so don't worry about your Chinese. And here we hope after this in this PhD program, you build the abilities on scientific and engineering research, and also you know how to acquire new knowledge, especially in the age of AI, and you have some practical ability to do all kinds of researches, and also you learn how to communicate the academic research with your colleagues. So the courses we provided are either in English or bilingual, so should not be a problem for non-native Chinese speakers. And most of the seminars, research lectures, they are offered in English, so don't worry about that. And also, most of the research advisors, they can speak English very well. And during because Shanghai is a very international city, so basically we have like hundreds of different invited seminars each year from all over the world. So in addition to our strong faculty member, you can also get the chance to listen to a lot of different scientific lectures if you stay in Fudan. And as I mentioned before, you are required to join one of the research group, and he or she can be your research advisor, and then you do your thesis research. So that's the main part of your four-year PhD program. In addition to that four-year English taught PhD program, we also offer some Chinese taught PhD and master programs to the students who are already fluent or who are very confident that he or she can be fluent in Chinese later. So here, the programs have more different directions. So for the PhD program, you can choose material science and engineering, or you can also choose some electronic science and technology. Or if you are seeking applied research direction, you can also choose our professional degrees, which are in materials and chemical engineering, and also on electronic information. So there are basically four kinds of PhD program. All of them are in Chinese. And you can also do the master program. So the master program is 3 years. You can choose the material science and engineering. You can choose electronic science and technology, and also materials and chemical engineering. All of them are so the MSc is an academic degree, and the last two are like professional degree. So here is a email address you can write to if you have some specific questions about the program. And I'd like to give you some application tips before we go to the QA session. So the first one is, please do not contact the professors via email. So usually contacting professors via email is very inefficient. So it's better for you to submit your application through our official website, and you can mention that which professor you are, which one or which two or which three professors you are willing to work with. And then the committee members will screen your materials, and then we will forward your application package to different professors. If you directly send an email to professors, it's very likely that the professors they don't reply because they are too busy with too many emails sometimes, and we hope our application system will help you to find the right professors for you, basically. Yeah, so you are very welcome to visit the ISO website and and also our college website. So that's the end of my introduction, and I hope all people can join ICOM, which is an acronym for our college, and we can explore a world of possibilities. And now we can go to the QA session. And
If you have any question, please raise up your hand and we'll unmute you, and then you can go ahead to ask your question. You can also drop your question to the chat box. Then if we see the question, we'll reply one by one.
Okay, so should I scroll down to the last questions? Or there's no question. That's good. My introduction is so clear. Okay, so Sarah asks, how about if someone obtains a master's in finance? Can they apply PhD in materials and energy program? So my answer to this is yes, definitely you can apply, but I think getting a PhD degree is not easy. So please make sure, in addition to your knowledge in finance, you have the strong ambition to explore a new area, and also you need to do some preparation. So basically, you need to learn a little bit on the chemistry, on the physics, and on the material science. And actually, some professors in our college, they also working on some very interdisciplinary areas. For example, we have professors working on carbon policy, so which is quite related to like CO2 emission materials, but also they pay a lot of attention to like carbon footprint calculation, and so that kind of like social science. So if you are interested, I think you can apply. Okay, you're very welcome to apply. And if you have difficulty in finding the right professors, you can always send us an email. Okay, Ilaria Prego raised hand, and
Hi, good morning. Can
please
you
go
hear
ahead.
me? Hi, good morning. So I asked the question before. It's the same type of question, but I currently hold a bachelor degree in English literature. I was looking for switching my major since I started building my own startup. So I was interested in a different type of master's degree, obviously, and actually this one in particular seems like a right fit to me, but I was wondering if do you accept bachelor degree holding students from other majors, or is strictly mandatory to have a bachelor degree in the same field? Or if you accept, is there any possibility you can maybe have an exemption, or maybe study for more exams, or having like possibilities to study some topics and then being able to enroll?
Yeah, okay. I think first, the PhD program I just introduced is in English taught. That one requires a master degree, and so your situation here is you already have a bachelor, but not a master, right? So in
Yeah.
this,
So
the
yeah, I was
only
wondering if there
program
was
I
a
can
master
offer
degree.
you
Yeah.
from my college is Chinese taught
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
program.
maybe I
So
misunderstood. So there
yeah,
is
so
not a
in that
master's degree
case,
taught in English.
just like the answer I gave to our previous students. So basically, if you have the confidence, I think switching field is not a problem.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Liam Dim asked, do you think this is a good research topic? Use meta-analysis to come up with a material lifetime prediction framework such as a family of equations to govern all materials degradation behavior. Okay, that's a very good and a very deep question. So basically, I'm not an expert on the materials degradation, but I'm sure in our college we have some professors working on materials degradation. And from my background, I know because a lot of like different cracks, different boundaries can be found in different materials. And in our college, we do have a lot of professors trying to, with the help of a lot of like big data analysis, try to get a prediction of the material. But to my personal opinion, sometimes you don't need like a universal prediction framework because every material has its own characteristics. So maybe it's better to build some very specialized prediction framework for different materials. Any more? Okay. One iPhone asked, I studied my master's degree in public administration at Peking University, and I wish to further my PhD program at Fudan. Okay, that's a very good, smart move. And I am very worried if they can accept me because of my master in public administration. So I'm not quite sure which program you are going to apply for your PhD in Fudan. As I mentioned before, sometimes if you can convince the committee that you have your own reason to switch different areas, and sometimes it's an advantage, especially right now all the research are very interdisciplinary. Michael asked, I have Master's of Science in Chemistry first class. Congratulations. And I am interested in smart catalysis and clean energy with 3 Scopus publication. The admission procedures says we should secure first supervisors, but here you urge us to apply, but only mention supervisors we can work with. Will that not affect our scholarship application? So basically, we will decide to my understanding, we will decide the scholarship application after we decide whether he or she are admitted, right? So we will look at your application and decide whether we want to give you an offer, and then we pick the good ones and give you the scholarship. So during the whole application process, we will arrange different interviews. So you get the opportunity to meet with different professors, and they will also help you to secure your research advisor during the whole process. So it's not like you randomly look at the website and you find your professor. Basically, you need our help, and we will also recommend some professors that fit your background and your future career planning. Yeah, so basically that's the way it works. Jose asked for some programs, the prerequisite are studies in chemistry and similar. Does a bachelor degree of 4 years in biology suit for it? I think so, because if you are undergraduate in biology, I'm quite sure you learn some very basic physics and chemistry. Yeah, and also you can also find some, for example, the bio nano materials we are working on. You need to know a little bit on the different biochemistry, like different fluorescence imaging, targeting. Yeah, all this kind of biology stuff. So that's good. Kaicha, as a civil engineer, is this master program applicable to the construction field? Not exactly, because our material science and engineering are mainly focused on like functional materials. So it's not like a construction material. It's not like a metal piece. So basically, it's like graphene, all kinds of fibers, and different kind of coatings. So they are like more high-end materials. So it's not related to civil engineering quite. So for PhD program in computer science, what's the requirement of publication in order to graduate? I'm not in that college. I don't know exact the details, but you are very welcome to drop an email to them. Okay.
Thank you, Professor Lee, for sharing today. And thank you everyone for the question. That's really wonderful. And last, let's welcome the representative from the Department of Environmental Science and Engineering. And okay, is Professor Zhang online? Oh, okay.
Hello. Hello. Can you
Okay,
hear me?
okay, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, now.
Can you see me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, so should I share the screen now?
Yes, please share your screen and start your presentation. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Liu Zhang from Department of Environmental Science and Engineering. I'm currently the Deputy Dean of this department. So today I will take about 20 minutes to introduce our department. So about who we are, what we do, and most importantly, so what we can offer you as an international student. Here is a quick overview of what I will cover today. So we will begin with a department overview about our history, structure, and research achievement. So then we will move into the current status of our discipline, our development target, research directions, and finally we will walk through our programs, the research area, courses, faculty, and also about how to apply. First, the department overview. So our department has a proud history spanning more than 30 years, and it has grown through four distinct phases. So we began in 1990. So when Fudan first offered a master's degree in environmental science with a focus on environmental chemistry. In 1996, so the Department of Environmental Science and Engineering was formally established. And that is really where our story begins. So through the growing and the developing period from 1997 to 2016, so we expanded significantly, launching doctoral programs in environmental science and adding master's programs in both environmental engineering and environmental management. And since 2017, so we have entered what we call the breakthrough period. So in that year, the Ministry of Education selected us to build a national first-class discipline in environmental science and engineering. And today, our department ranks in the top 1,000 globally in environment and ecology by ESI. And in 2023, we launched the brand new master's and doctoral programs in environmental health, a growing and critically important field. So in short, we are a department that is not standing still. So we are continuously growing and reaching higher. So now let me briefly show you how our department is organized. So at the core, we have 4 teaching groups, including environmental science, environmental engineering, environmental management, and environmental health, covering the full spectrum of the discipline. So we are supported by strong academic governance, including an academic committee, a teaching steering committee, and a senior title review committee, which ensures the quality and the integrity of our academic programs. So what I particularly like to highlight is our research platform infrastructure. So at the national and provincial level, so we host platforms such as the Shanghai Key Laboratory of Atmospheric Particulate Matter Pollution Control, and also the Fudan University International Cooperation Base for Climate Change and Environmental Research. And also we have several platforms at the university level. So then let me now give you a sense of the scale and the impact of our research. So from 2020 to 2024, our department secured nearly 280 million Chinese yuan. So that is about 38 million US dollars in research funding. So we undertook more than 30 major national projects, including projects under the National Key Research and Development Program and the National Social Science Foundation. So we supported a total of 270 projects, including funded by the National Natural Science Foundation of China. And our faculty published over 1,000 SCI papers during this period, including 20 papers in top-tier journals such as Nature, Science, and their affiliated journals. And we received 30 national and Shanghai level awards and honors. And these numbers speak to a department that is deeply engaged with the most important environmental challenges of our time and producing research that truly matters. So now let's look at more closely at the current status of our discipline. So we will cover 4 areas: our department development target, our discipline directions, and how we have optimized our layout, and some of our most significant academic achievement. So at the heart of our vision is a clear and ambitious goal to develop environmental science and engineering at Fudan into a world-class discipline. So we leverage Fudan's unique interdisciplinary strengths, spanning science, engineering, liberal arts, and medicine. So our fundamental research pushes at the frontiers of global academia. So while our applied research directly serves China's national needs in environmental governance, carbon neutrality, and sustainable development. Specifically, so we aim to make our traditionally strong field of atmospheric chemistry reach the world top, and in doing so, support food and broader disciplines of environmental science, ecology, and earth science to enter world's first-class ranks. So our research is organized into 4 major discipline directions. And the first is environmental science. So where our researchers focus on chemical reaction mechanisms of atmospheric particulate matter and the use of artificial intelligence for atmospheric environmental simulation and forecasting. So this is one of our most distinctive strengths globally. The second direction is environmental health, so a newer but rapidly growing area. So this includes environmental toxicology and its effect on environmental health, also the human health. So the third is environmental engineering, covering a broad range of practical challenges, such as air pollution control, carbon emission reduction, water pollution control, and so on. And the fourth direction is the environmental management, so which takes a systems level perspective, the life cycle analysis of industrial systems, ecological product value, and the smart environmental management technologies. So together, these four directions give our department a remarkable breadth and also depth. So to make sense of how these four directions connect, so let me explain our discipline layout. So we have established four distinctive interdisciplinary clusters, and they work together in an integrated chain. The unifying thread is atmospheric chemistry and related field, so which serves as our dominant research direction. And from there, we trace the full pathway from pollutant formation and transport mechanism to toxicological mechanism to health effect and ultimately to pollution control strategies and policy governance. So this is what makes our department unique. So we don't just study environmental problems in silos, so we connect the dots across the entire system. So now I'd like to share some examples of our most exciting recent research. So the first involves the landmark discovery in atmospheric science. So they were the first in the world to discover and confirm the phenomena of ternary nucleation. So this discovery helps explain how new atmospheric particles form in a typical Chinese megacity and has important implications for global climate modeling and control of atmospheric pollution. And this research was published in Science. And the second achievement revealed a crucial positive feedback loop between reduced crop yield and climate change, highlighting the urgent need for early phase emission reductions. So these results were published in Nature and Nature Communications. So we have two more achievements worth highlighting. So Professor Yutao Wang's team conducted multi-regional input-output analysis of the Asia-Pacific region, revealing growing economic interdependence driven by the inter-regional trade and establishing a sustainable development footprint indicator system. And our atmospheric chemistry team conducted interdisciplinary research on aerosols from solid fuels, identifying the key chemical components that drive difference in aerosol toxicity. And they then proposed air pollution control strategies based on population exposure health risks. And beyond research, we are deeply committed to international collaboration in education. So one standout example is the Sino-European Summer School of Atmospheric Chemistry, so which we have organized since 2013. So it has now run 5 sessions, so bringing together leading atmospheric scientists from China and Europe for intensive collaborative training. And the program has won the first prize of Shanghai Teaching Achievement. And this is just one example of the kind of international academic environment you will be joining. So now let me turn to the part that may be most relevant to you personally, so about our programs. So we offer fully English taught programs at both the master's and the PhD level, so which makes our department highly accessible to international students. Our English taught master's program is a 3-year program under the major of environmental science and engineering. So the 4 directions I mentioned, so they are all included in this major. So you can learn environmental science or environmental engineering, environmental health, or environmental management. And our English taught PhD program spans 4 years and covers the same research areas as the master's program, also under the environmental science and the engineering. And also we have a PhD program also under the environmental management. So we warmly welcome applicants with academic background in environmental science, chemistry, engineering, biology, ecology management, economics, and related fields. So whether your background is in the natural science or social science, so there is very likely a home for you in our department. And then let me give you a taste of our courses. So for master's students, core courses include pollution control, environmental assessment, principles of environmental chemistry, and so on. So for PhD students, the courses goes deeper into cutting-edge topics such as frontiers in atmospheric chemistry and physics, biogeochemical cycles, and global change, atmospheric aerosol science and technology, and so on. So importantly, we offer a growing list of courses taught entirely in English, covering areas such as fundamentals of environmental engineering, advanced atmospheric chemistry, advanced water environmental chemistry, and so on. So you can absolutely thrive here as an English-speaking student. So of course, programs are only as strong as the people behind them. So let me tell you about our faculty. So we have a total of 97 faculty members, including 44 professors or senior researchers, 25 associate professors, and 10 senior engineers, and 20 support staff. So among our distinguished faculty, we have 4 national level talents and almost 20 national level youth talents. And you can learn more about our faculty at our department website. So if you have the questions about the application procedures and the requirements, so you can contact the International Student Office. Also, you can contact our office at the Department of Environmental Science and Engineering. Okay, so thank you so much for your time and attention. So I'm happy to take any questions you may have.
Okay, let's welcome Angelina to share her study experience here in Fudan.
Do I need to stop sharing the slides?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Professor Zhang. Well, if you have any question after sharing of our students, you can drop your question to the chat box or raise up your hand and unmute yourself. If you are looking for the recording, don't worry, we'll upload to the YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is Study at Fudan, and you'll see all the recording here. Okay, let's welcome Angelina.
Hello, everyone. I would like to introduce you to my personal experience on studying at Fudan. So my name is Angelina Polagalova, and I'm a student from Russia. I'm a first-year master student on a Chinese taught program on environmental management master program. My education background is a bachelor's in environmental management in Russian university, and also I had 2 years of Chinese language courses in Fudan. So here I would like to introduce my own application experience. So when you are applying for programs, if your program is Chinese taught, please use Chinese versions of websites so you can see the full package of documents and the whole procedure. For English taught programs, the procedure or documents and times can be different, so use English versions of websites. And make sure to prepare all the documents in advance because some of them require time to be made, for example, criminal records or others. Also, check the deadlines, especially if you are applying for different scholarships, because each university has its own deadlines, even for the scholarship. If you're applying for a master's or PhD, you should find a supervisor in advance. That this way you can, it will improve your chances to be enrolled into the program, and also be prepared for the interview because every participant, each student has an enrollment interview with the faculty, so they can see if you suit the faculty. Also, I would like to share my personal experience in application for the scholarship. I'm Chinese government scholarship type B, and here you can see a website that you can use. It's the only website that suits to apply for the Chinese CSC scholarship, where you download all the documents, all your personal documents, and you should always check this website to see if your application is approved or not. And in the end, talking about my experience of studying in Fudan, there are many extracurricular activities and big international community. You can find students from many different countries, and also find friends among Chinese students because there are many student clubs. For example, here is a hiking club where we went hiking for several days with Chinese students. And also there are some different countries communities. For example, we have our own Russian-speaking association, so we help students to adapt to a new life in China. And also there are other different activities that you can enjoy, not only studying but also experience China. For example, cultural events or Dragon Boat Festival, where you can show your talents and skills in arts, in culture, in sports. That's it. Thank you for your attention.
And now let's move to the QA session. If you have any question to the students or our staff here, you can always raise up your hand and unmute yourself to ask questions. Well, there's a question on the QA part. Could you please share again your the YouTube channel where I can watch the webinar recording? It is Study at Fudan. And if you search Study at Fudan, you'll find us. And we'll share the QR code again on the chat box.
Talking about the benefits of the scholarship, it's a Chinese government scholarship, and it depends on the type of scholarship you have and if you're a master's student or bachelor's or doctor's or PhD. As a master's student, you get a 3,000 yuan stipend each month. And also free of charge accommodation in the dormitory, and fully covered education. That's it.
Okay, any other questions? Is IELTS necessary? If it's an English taught program, you have to provide English proficiency test, which could be IELTS, TOEFL, a PTE, or Duolingo, and choose one out of four. And if you taking a English taught bachelor and going to apply for the master program, or you're studying in a master English taught master going to apply PhD, you can waive the. Okay, if your bachelor English English taught program is not only English lecture, as an English program, English taught program, you can waive that. And but you have to come up with the proof. It is a pure English taught program. What are the labs in Fudan related to the program?
Regarding the labs, actually, we have different research groups, so you can log into the website. So from our website of our department, you can see the professors. So usually one professor, they are one research group. So that means from the information about the professors, you get the information about the labs. And also on the website, our professors are divided into four research directions, as I mentioned: environmental science, engineering, environmental health, and environmental management. So based on your major, so what you want to study in the future, you can I think you can get the information you want.
Hey, thank you for the information. I think it's pretty much concludes today's info session online, and we're also having another information online information session tomorrow, which includes School of Economics, globe in Fudan International School of Finance and also School of Management. So if you are interested in taking any of the program under their department, you are also more than welcome to join us tomorrow. Well, thank you for sharing the information to all of our staff and students from the department. I wish to see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.